What if I told you that one man dared to dream of a united, self-reliant black world, and for that, he was silenced? What if I told you that long before Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., and the Civil Rights Movement, there was Marcus Garvey, a man so powerful, so revolutionary, that governments conspired to take him down? But why? What made Marcus Garvey so feared? And why do so many artists continue to sing about him? Born in 1887 in St. Ann's Bay, Jamaica, Marcus Mosiah Garvey was not just another man. He was a force of nature. Growing up, he saw firsthand how black people were treated as second-class citizens, and he refused to accept it. His message? Black pride, economic independence, and unity. He traveled across Central America and Europe, witnessing the struggles of African descendants worldwide. But instead of feeling hopeless, Garvey became determined. He believed that black people did not need to beg for respect. We could build our own world, our own power. With this fire in his soul, Garvey founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA, in 1914. His goal? To uplift black people everywhere. Within a decade, his movement had millions of followers across the Caribbean, the United States, Africa, and beyond. But his greatest dream? The Black Star Line, a shipping company meant to connect black people globally and create economic freedom. But here's where things get dangerous. When a black man preaches self-reliance and unity, the system takes notice. The US government saw Garvey as a threat. Why? Because he wasn't just talking, he was building. He encouraged black people to start their own businesses, their own communities, and even their own nation in Africa. His message was so powerful that J. Edgar Hoover, yes, the same man who later targeted Martin Luther King Jr. and the Black Panthers, personally took interest in Garvey. Hoover called him a dangerous Negro and made it his mission to destroy him. The FBI placed spies in the UNIA, looking for any excuse to take Garvey down. And then they found their weapon: mail fraud. Garvey was accused of misleading investors in the Black Star Line, a charge many believe was fabricated. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison, and in 1927, he was deported to Jamaica. But did that stop him? No, he continued his mission, even running for office in Jamaica. But the damage was done. His global influence had been shattered. In 1935, he moved to London, where he struggled in obscurity until his death in 1940. Yet even in death, Garvey's impact was unstoppable. They tried to erase him, but they failed. His ideas lived on. The Civil Rights Movement, Malcolm X, the Nation of Islam, the Black Panthers, all drew inspiration from Garvey. Even the flag of Ghana, red, gold, and green, was inspired by his vision. And in 1964, Jamaica finally honored him as a national hero, bringing his remains back home. Today, his name stands alongside the greatest freedom fighters in history. Marcus Garvey's name echoes through reggae, dancehall, and even hip-hop because his message of black empowerment, self-reliance, and resistance remains as powerful today as it was a century ago. Reggae legends like Burning Spear immortalized him in the song Marcus Garvey, calling on black people to rise and claim their destiny. Steel Pulse's Worth His Weight in Gold, Rally Round celebrates his Pan-African dream, urging unity among African descendants worldwide. The Rastafari movement, heavily influenced by Garvey's philosophy, further spread his message through artists like Culture, who sang Marcus, and Mutabaruka, whose song Garvey reminds the world of his enduring wisdom. Even in modern times, Damian Marley references Garvey's teachings in Move, Component Placement, while Nas and Damian Marley's Patience echoes his call for Black consciousness. Sizzler in Black Man in the White House aligns his struggle with Garvey's vision of Black leadership and progress. Garvey's wrongful imprisonment and exile inspired resistance music, with Buju Banton touching on similar injustices in Hills and Valleys. Garvey's influence extended beyond music and civil rights. In January 2025, President Joe Biden posthumously pardoned Marcus Garvey, acknowledging the historical injustices he faced. This pardon came after a century-long campaign by Garvey's supporters, aiming to restore his legacy and recognize his contributions to Black empowerment. Garvey's vision of a united Africa also inspired the formation of the Black Star Line, a shipping company intended to connect people of African descent globally and promote economic independence. Although the venture faced numerous challenges and ultimately ceased operations, its ambitious goal underscored Garvey's commitment to Black self-reliance and unity. Marcus Garvey's family played a pivotal role in supporting and perpetuating his legacy of Black empowerment and unity. His second wife, Amy Jacques Garvey, emerged as a formidable force within the Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA. When Garvey was imprisoned on charges many believed were politically motivated, Amy assumed leadership responsibilities, editing and publishing his works, including the second volume of The Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. She also maintained a column titled Our Women and What They Think in the Union's newspaper, The Negro World, advocating for women's rights and emphasizing the importance of education and self-reliance among Black women. Her unwavering dedication ensured that Garvey's vision remained alive during his incarceration and beyond. Decades later, their youngest son, Dr. Julius Garvey, took up the mantle to restore his father's honor. Recognizing the historical injustices his father faced, Dr. Julius Garvey spearheaded efforts to secure a posthumous pardon for Marcus Garvey. His relentless advocacy culminated in President Joe Biden granting the pardon in January 2025, a significant milestone that acknowledged and rectified the wrongs endured by his father. This act not only vindicated Marcus Garvey's legacy, but also highlighted the enduring commitment of his family to justice and the advancement of Black pride and unity. Marcus Garvey's teachings laid the groundwork for future movements advocating for Black pride and identity. His emphasis on self-determination and economic independence resonated with leaders and activists worldwide, influencing various aspects of culture, politics, and social movements. Marcus Garvey's legacy is a testament to the power of vision and resilience. To stay updated and never miss an episode, hit the subscribe button now.